Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 4 years from now startup pitches. I will be your host, Blai Carandell. I'm the CEO and founder of Cassius Blai. We are a consultancy firm that specializes in innovation and particularly validating new products and ideas that have not yet been launched. Now, let me introduce to you 4 years from now for those of you who are not familiar. The 4 years from now is the business platform of the mobile world capital of Barcelona. It enables startups, investors, corporations, and public sector to discover, create, and launch new ventures together. Now, for the first time, the 4 years from now is here taking the mobility sector startups, yourself, and smart tech innovators to the Automobile Barcelona Connected Hub. Now, we will have, I believe, 6 startups in the next 60 minutes. It's startups from the 4 years from now village, which is right here. They will present their services and products to investors and corporations. Feel free to ask any questions and obviously connect with them. If you like them, you can either see them here or just over here. Now, we have 60 minutes. Every startup has 4 minutes to pitch. I will be very strict, all right? If you're just finishing, I will let you, but at 4 minutes, we have to finish because then we have a Q&A and we have very limited time. All right, you will see the timer here. You will see in the bottom how much time you have left. But if not, we will start clapping at 4 minutes. All right? So having said that, all the way from Sassari, Italy, we have Alessio Merella. He's the business developer. Please come up. And he will be presenting his startup, Abinsula. We have a handheld microphone. Please 2 fingers away from the mouth when speaking. And a clicker.
Sweet.
Yep. So without further ado, yes, let me just turn on yours.
Sí.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Today I put a red T-shirt because I think T-shirt, this color, represent a passion. So passion is what we do in our job. And the passion is what we do in Abinsula. Abinsula was founded in 2012 by the idea of 5 technical electronic engineers. After 4 years, we can say that we are not anymore startup, maybe, because the results are saying that our turnover is about 4.5 million of euro, with the number of employees, which today is more than 50. In fact, we arrived just last week at 70 employees. Mission of Abinsula is digital transformation. We want to be the support of transformation of large enterprises. Not only by service, but converting Abinsula, not only in project company, but in product company, and with a great expertise in IoT and cybersecurity, and embedded software engineering system. In fact, we are connected car software system integrator. Some key figures of Abinsula after 4 years. EBITDA and turnover are the most relevant, considering that Abinsula has not external or private fund, born with the idea of 5 engineers with 10,000 euro. Market-oriented company. We are not only company related with the consulting, we are product company. We have a pro division which is called Ability, on which we are developing great expertise in embedded software engineering, Linux, open source, our key point. Abiot, which is our product, IoT platform, made it totally designed and completed by Abinsula. ABC, which is basically our spin-off related with IT security and the cyber security, critical point in the connected car in the coming future. Abinsula Lab, our R&D department, specialized in project H2020, ABPro and ABC, which is the last idea of Abinsula for the next year. ABC, I will focus in ABC because ABC ABC in Italian, sorry, is an Abinsula Academy where we intend to perform and to train our people in order to provide expert people for automotive sector. Embedded Linux market was the key of success of Abinsula. We were experted, and we are expert in embedded Linux market and open source. Just an information related. Okay. Today, 90% of the car is basically represented by the cost of the car is made by electronic part. This is our offer, ability, Abiot, platform, scalable, shaker, open. ABC, our spin-off in cybersecurity, expert in hacking of the car and vulnerability test and penetration test in the car. Customer, these are our most important reference, okay? And that's it. What I will say is the goal is to become the world-leading provider of open source products, including embedded Linux and professional service for digital transformation. Next, Tel Aviv, and thank you.
Sorry, we have to finish. Thank you very much, Alessio.
Visit our office.
Nice office.
It is Sardinia.
All right, so now we will open up for the Q&A. If anybody has any questions for Alessio regarding his solution. Yes? May you stand up here, the microphone, please? Thank you.
Yes, hello. I'm sorry, I heard you say that 90% of the cost of a car today is?
Made by electronic software and components.
Could you maybe elaborate a little bit on that?
Sorry?
Could you explain a little bit more on that?
This is what we have seen in the last 10 years. The cost, in fact, in 10 years ago, what we can say is 25% of the car, it is understandable also by the real life, was made by electronic. Today, the car is completely made by electronic. There is a central control who is controlling small of central equipment, okay, electronic equipment. Today, the car is IP. Okay. It's nothing else. We can say it's a small part of mechanic part, and in fact, it is IP. It's IP address. What does it mean that? That today we are not a car, but I would like to use some assumption that today the car is a mix between mobile and car. So it is easy to say that the electronic now is the most important part to study and to develop, and which we think we can provide good expertise. The customer you have seen, BMW, Alfa Romeo, Komatsu. We have worked for infotainment system, programming and developing all the internal part in backend and front end.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. I think we should move on. If you have any questions, of course, you can meet Alessio over there, correct? I think you are at the end there. So by all means, join him. So next up to the stage, we will have Magaly Napanga from Ubikable. And she is the system manager, and she will be introducing us to her startup. Let me see if I can get... Is that it? No. Let me just... All right. Your clicker, microphone, stage is yours. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Blai. I'm here to present Ubikable, which is a powerful on-the-road assistant that can also help you get your car connected. So what we're offering here is actually an application plus an OBD device. The device is not required to use the application, but it will give you additional information on your vehicle, which is very useful. So what can Ubikable do? Well, Ubikable has many, many features. I'm just going to name a few of them. The most important is on the road assistance. The user can have information about on the road about gas stations and traffic conditions, but not only that, he can also get voice messages and alerts. For example, if they are driving too fast, or if they have been driving for too long and they should take a break. Vehicle data, users have also access to very detailed information about their trips and their commutes. Also, the vehicle diagnostics is available to the user through the application. And one of the nicest features we have here in the, with Ubikable is personal driving coach. You have your own personal driving coach, which actually analyzes data from your driving behavior, which is very nice because the coach can give you information and messages for you to improve your driving quality based on the way you drive. And finally, extra features regarding connected car are alerts and notifications. Especially, one of the most important is that we connect your car, and we are able to detect collisions automatically, and this can trigger emergency calls. So what is being called right now e-calls. So we are also integrating that with the application. Our end user, well, this application, as you can see, is useful for every driver. And right now, we have more than 1 billion cars worldwide. Regarding market size, as you can see, not only right now, but in the future, as you can see, well, cars in Europe are on average about 10 years old. So the technology we will see in the next years is actually what the technology that is being sold today. So there's still a long road ahead. And regarding connected car revenues, it's forecast to grow by 3 in the next few years. And we're attacking here two sectors which are safety and connected car services. Who knows, maybe autonomous driving too in the future. Our business model, we are attacking 4 sectors here. Actually, the application is for free, but the OBD device is not. And the OBD device includes a monthly fee for the service. So what's the idea? We can work directly selling to the end user. We can also work with telecoms, insurance companies, and vehicle dealerships and repair shops. The idea, for example, is that a telco can include the connected car services as part of the TV, internet, and mobile lines bundle. A little background about us. We are a team that has been working in this area for more than 15 years. We also have experience working with telcos in Latin America. And now what we need, actually what we came here and what we're looking for is investors that support our project. Also, we're looking for strategic partners. The idea is have stage 1 here to launch the application in Spain, make a little adjustments just to go to the second stage and reach the rest of Europe. You know, we have to work specifically for every country. And then we want to reach the rest of the world. And the idea is to become the reference application regarding smart driving and connected car. So that's the idea. Thank you for listening.
All right. Thank you very much, Magaly. Very interesting. We'd like to now open the floor to any questions you may have for Magaly.
Anyone?
We have time for one question. Yes, please. The microphone, please. Yeah. You just over here. If you may. You can sing if you want.
Good morning. I would like to know if you have this installed in any fleet or you already did a pilot, and if you have any results of the pilot of this technology.
Oh, well, we're actually almost ready. We could launch in a few weeks here in Spain, but we're still testing with our own vehicles and our own fleets internal. But the idea is we're almost ready actually, so the idea is to start in maybe a few weeks soon. We can start to expand and make tests with larger fleets.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. If you have any further questions or anything, please ask Magaly where she's there, connect with her startup. So thank you very much. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you.
Next up to the stage, we have Rauzier, the CEO of Rayvolt, based here in Barcelona. So please, here's your mic clicker. The floor is yours. Let me, wait, let me. This is not you, or is it?
No, the first one.
This one?
No, no, la primera, la que estaba ahí.
Aquí,
Sí, sí.
Rayvolt, perdón.
Para clicar,
Perfecto.
para cambiar.
Sí, pasando aquí.
Vale. Good morning. I'd like to present my brand Rayvolt. They're electric bicycle powered by the sun. So Rayvolt comes from the sun ray, and the electricity units, the volt, comes together. It sounds like Rayvolt calling for the revolution against fossil fuel. Of course, we started developing our own technology. So it's a smart bike with a built-in computer. And that computer lets you hack into the motor and change any settings you want. So you can use it as a moped up to 45 kilometers an hour if you want to license it. Or you can switch the settings and limit it to 25 kilometers, reduce the amperage, reduce the acceleration, and you can only enable pedal assist. And you can use it as a legal e-bike in Europe with the EPAC law. From AVA, which is an electronic intelligent vehicle assistant, you have your built-in GPS with maps, everything. You have your pedal assist, of course, you can switch everything. You have also the bike status. So anything that can go wrong to the bike, you have sensors everywhere for the throttle, for the voltage, amperage, overheating. You will see on the screen the status of the bike, and it's cloud-based, so any technical support can actually help you to troubleshoot your bike. Now the motor, we've got a built-in controller to get a really fast interaction between the controller and the hub. So it's refreshing 1,000 times per second. That gives virtually a perfect sinusoidal connection, giving a really good torque and a super high efficiency. We're up to 93% efficiency on the motor, which is unseen on any e-bike. Also, you will notice the coils, they're really much on the outer part of the rim to give you a much better torque. Of course, battery is the core of any EV. So we work with the highest quality cells with some Panasonic 3400 milliamperes, which is the highest you can find on the market, and state-of-the-art BMS. And we use a lot of cells together, 104 cells, which is 2.5 times what you see on any bike in the market. Now we have the intelligent pedal assist. So to detect exactly, instead of being always switching from a high power to low power to maximize the efficiency, we synced the pedal assist with the built-in gyroscope of the computer. So the computer will detect anytime you go uphill and give you a higher power. So the power is always proportional to the cycling environments. We did the same thing for the regenerative braking. So the regen brake, every time you brake, instead of using the mechanical brakes, it's sending an electrical signal working as a big windmill. You do a very high power dynamo and you're recreating the energy. So of course, it's always synced as well with the gyroscope of the computer. So if the steeper the hill is, the more regen power you're getting automatically. We also have a tracking system, so you can actually track your bike wherever it is. So it's using not only the GPS system, but it's using also GSM, Wi-Fi, and when you get to close proximity, e-beaconing. Now we have the sun cover, so it's actually a bike cover which is fully loaded with solar cells. So anytime you park, you just plug the cover to your bike and you're recharging only with the sun. Because electricity now here in Spain, there's some good company like Ola Luz giving a clean power. But in most countries, we're still using coal, which is not as any better than fuel. So we have a state-of-the-art technology, but it was really important for us to not lose a customer into futuristic elements. So we hark back to the beginning, the roots of motorcycle, like going to the 1920s Indians, which were using a pedal. Also an inspiration from the cafe racer from the 1960s in London. And of course the beach cruiser, because all my life I've been living along the water and in the water sports. We're also presenting the family model. So this one is really what started everything for me. I saw my Dutch friend coming with a cargo bike, and I'm like, this is the way to commute in a city. I have 3 kids, and that crazy little bike changed my life. And of course, the more ergonomic version of the cruiser, which we call a Torino.
All right. I'm afraid this is the 4 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank
Round
you.
of applause. Very interesting. Pretty cool bikes. Now we have some Q&A from the audience. We have time for one question. If anybody would like. Any questions? No? Then I'll ask because I'm very curious.
Okay.
What is now your barrier to entry in the market? How many bikes do you have out there, and what is your barrier of entry?
Right now, we're developing the 3 model I just showed, and we're also getting into the moped market. So we're developing a scooter and a dirt bike. So far, just the cruiser, we shipped about 600 bikes, but during the Octopus element, we have distributors in 23 countries, and they all got their salesman samples. So our really launching year will be next year with normally 5,000 bikes.
Okay, so and what are you looking for here?
We're looking for investors to help us to ramp up the turn we want to take.
Okay, hear that, investors? So they will be over there if you want to connect with them. Thank you very much. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Mathieu. And now up to the stage, we will have from Madrid, Javier Simón, the business developer of Automatric. So here's your clicker, your mic. Is this it? Yeah. All right.
Okay, so what you've seen is just Automatric, as easy as that. Imagine right now that you could go shopping without cash, without cards, and even without a smartphone. That would be nice, right? Well, that's Automatric, a seamless, smooth payment solution where drivers will not need anything to pay, just the car, the actual thing that requires him to go to a petrol station or to a parking. Okay, how does it work? You've seen it. You arrive to the petrol station. The vehicle is identified. A push appears on the display of the screen. You say, "Okay, I want to use it," and that's all. The pump is activated for you, and this works at petrol station. Works at parkings, and actually wherever a driver and a payment is involved. It's a very easy solution for users. They only have to register. They don't need anything at all. It's very fast. You don't have to get into the shop. You don't have to get to your wallet. You don't have even to get your smartphone. It's everything a payment must be. A seamless solution. Payment is the most painful experience you can have, but you have to pay. So what we have done is create a totally seamless solution. And that's Automatric.
Thank you. Round of applause. Thank you, Javier. No, keep it. Do we have any questions for Javier from the audience? Yes, please. May you... Should we lower it? Let me... It's a little... There we go.
I just want to ask, how much does it cost to use this application or service?
Yes, sorry. For the user, it's totally free. It's just a payment solution. It's like cash, but without cash, without cards.
Who is your client?
I'm sorry?
Who is your client? Who will buy this from?
The points of sale will have to have the system installed into the IT system. So the guys who will pay for the solution are the parkings, petrol station, tolls, click and collect. They will pay for it. For users, it's totally free.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right, if no more questions, you can connect with Javier and Automatric over there again. So round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Gracias. And now from Barcelona, we have Jaume Mayor, the CEO and founder of WeSmartPark. So please, without further ado, let me see. Not yet. Do we have his presentation? Let me see that again. There we go. There you are. All right, stage is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. Sorry for this presentation, it's a little bit old, but anyway, the concept is the same. So, as anybody knows what means as number, that number means how much people nowadays is living in cities. According to United Nations provisions, by 2050, we are going to double. Just to let you imagine what does it mean. This is how it looks, a beach today in Barcelona, and this is how it looks today, a beach in a super city in China. So this amount of people who is going to live in the city is going to be a huge channel for urban planners and for the cities, providing water, energy, and any service the citizens may need. And this number here means how many cars do we have today driving in cities. It's 1.2 billion cars. And according to the statistics, they say that they are wasting the 20% of their driving time looking for a parking spot. Okay? So there is a huge inefficiency in the private vehicle mobility. Let's give some numbers into that, okay? This is the amount of kilometers that are daily wasted according to 20% of driving time. The fuels consumed unnecessarily and the millions of tons of CO2 emitted unnecessarily because they are looking for a parking spot. And of course, it's not good for our nerves to look for a parking spot. So while this is happening in our cities today, we have a lot of infrastructure which is not being used. 30% of real estate parkings are empty, and the ones which are rented are free 42% of their time. So taking a look to Barcelona, that means that we have almost 500,000 of parking spots which are empty. Okay? This represents the 69% of the infrastructure in our city, which is hidden today for the mobility. So the question is, do we really need to build up more parkings to provide service to our citizens? Well, before to answer it, we have to say how those spots are marketed today. This is the publicity that we make with those spots. We place some ads, we have websites, you can get in contact with them, and then you need a key to open all those spots. This makes the system not really flexible, not really efficient. So this is our proposal, WeSmartPark. It's a solution to let real estate play an important role in smart cities. We connect those spots with people who is looking for a spot, and they are able to park 50% cheaper. So this is our vision, and this is our business model. We acquire users, we acquire parkings, and we share the revenues with the owners. And those have been our results here in Barcelona and Madrid. Those are our ratings. And those are our numbers. We managed more than 150,000 bookings last year. We have more than, I think it's about 55,000 users. And this is our team. We developed the technology, and now we are marketing. We operate in Madrid and Barcelona. And now we are going to open Madrid, and we are New York, and we are going to open Santiago de Chile. So thank you very much for your time. We are here to help you to drive or to rent your spot. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. No, keep it. You might have some questions.
Click aquí, ¿vale?
Vale.
Does anybody have a question?
Yeah, the floor is open. Yes, if just the microphone behind you, or that one. Perfect.
Good morning, sir. So
¿Qué tal, señor?
you think these solutions could help to all the cities in the world? I mean, is a solution for all the cities you can afford? Is the same problem?
It's for sure. The 20% of daily traffic, it's an average in every city. And real estate, it's also in every city. And therefore, there have also those spots and people who is needing to drive. So the answer is yes. It's a solution for every city.
Okay, thank you very much, Jaume. If you want to connect with Jaume, again, he's over here with WeSmartPark. Thank you very much. All right, you have the clicker microphone. So now the last startup we have coming from Barcelona, Spain, Carlos Yzaguirre. He's the director of One Barrier. Do we have his All right. So the floor is yours.
Hi, my name is Carlos Yzaguirre. I'm the director of One Barrier. I'm happy to present you my team. It's based on engineers, technicians, and IT professionals. So how many of you have seen or suffered a car accident, a motor accident, or a bike accident? Every 2 weeks, every 2 motorists lose a leg or an arm because of the current barriers in Spain. So we have to stop this now. How we can do it? This is the first time we show the solution to the public. We are One Barrier, and we are here to present you 2 products in one. One is industrial, and the other one is technological. We have been developing One Barrier for the last 4 years, and it's patented in more than 150 countries. We came here to solve 2 problems. One is safety on the roads, and the other one is communication between vehicle to infrastructure. Take a look at the barrier. On the right, you have the old barrier, the current solution. It has been on the roads for more than 45 years. It's a piece of steel. It's like a knife. It has cutting edges. So if you drive more than 30 kilometers per hour, you can lose your leg or even your arm. So on the left, we have our solution. Okay? Why is One Barrier a better solution? Because it's safer. It's covered with rubber from the top to the bottom. And second, because it's ecological. It comes from recycled pneumatics to solve pollution emissions. So this is how One Barrier looks like. But to come here, we thought that that was not just enough. So the main reason we came here, and we are happy to present you, is the first and unique intelligent barrier in the world. We have the patent of any technology that can be included in any kind of barrier. So let me show you how it looks. It can include from sensors to 4G, 5G, Wi-Fi. It can, for example, warn the presence of a cyclist that is on the road. We have strength sensors, so if you have an impact on the road, it can advise the emergency guys. So this is amazing, right? As you can see, this is a huge project with a huge market, with huge possibilities, and with huge social benefits. So at the end, with huge, amazing opportunities. Our business model is based on licensing our 2 patents around the world. So we are searching for partners who want to share this mission with us. The mission is to make the roads safer, more ecological, and more technological. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Carlos. All right, we have a question from the audience, please. Now's the moment to ask. Over there, may you step up to the microphone, please? Well, need to hear. Maybe if you... Can we give him the microphone, maybe, or... Okay.
Could you elaborate a little bit on the cost? Because you talked about the positive points on the solution. What about the cost?
Yeah. Actually, the cost of just the rubber, it's almost the same as the solution we already have, because we have implemented a very easy way to take out the current barrier and put our barrier. Another thing that is helping us is that all the sensors, maybe 4 years ago you can buy a sensor for 35 euros, and now you can just buy a huge box for 35 sensors. So all the technologies are declining their cost, so it's getting cheaper.
All right, thank you. So Carlos, thank you very much for your presentation. Big round of applause. The microphone, please. All right, so that was the last of the startups. We hope you enjoyed the startup pitches. And of course, as I've said many, many times, if you want to connect with them or have any further questions, they are at their booth over there at the end of the 4 years from now village. And now we have a guest speaker. So we'd like to invite to the stage David Seoane. He's the project manager at Funding Box here, and who's going to explain you the impact of the connected car, an interesting new European project for startups in this industry. Thank you. Maybe here, you have the microphone here.
Thank you. Hello, I'm David Seoane. I come from Funding Box. Yeah. I come here to show you the money from one accelerator. But this is not any normal accelerator, because the most important thing is that there is not venture cap fund. This is a totally equity-free opportunity for startups across Europe. Why? This is different because it is an EU-financed project by the European Commission. You can see there the disclaimer, of course, from the Horizon 2020 program. And this is a European project that works like an accelerator. How much funds? 2.1 million euros, totally equity-free, no venture cap, to be distributed in the 2017 and 2018 through 3 open calls. We will have news very soon. This is officially launched today. We will have the kickoff meeting next week of the project. And furthermore, also access to leverage investment through a venture cap crowdfunding campaign that we will offer to the winners. But this will come after the equity free for the winners. Who is involved? This is a powerful team of partners across the connected car value chain in Europe, around what we name 5 C-car hubs, 5 clusters across Europe regions, across countries, in France, Spain, Denmark, Poland, and the Czech Republic. And also we have representatives from the most relevant ecosystems from the automotive and future internet sectors, the Fiber Foundation, to provide you access to the digital single market ecosystem in Europe, and also from the FIA, the Formula One manager. And furthermore, we have global industrial leaders from the corporates, from Ferrovial, one of the most important corporates in the world providing road infrastructures, and also PSA Group, Citroën, is involved in the project. So you will also have access to this type of corporates. And not only this, also access to other corporates that have already signed their letters of intent to participate, like Mercedes-Benz, Necto Valeo, and other global corporates in the automotive sector. Also, policymakers, we are talking about a European project, and we will create like a type of benchmark to develop this project across regions in Europe. This is the reason why they are involved. Service providers, the core partners of the project, let's say. Funding Box, which is the go-to platform for startups to access to public funding through the Cascade Funding scheme. This is the accelerator of Impact Connected Car. ISDI, that will provide access to the acceleration services, and also Mobile World Capital Barcelona. This is the reason why we are here presenting the project. Furthermore, we have a set of pioneer use cases around the world, not only in Europe, that are providing connected car solutions. For example, here we have HevoPower, which is the first one company in the world that has been able to wireless charge Tesla car models, for example, which is set in New York. And also supported partners that I was mentioning before, and more to come in the forthcoming months. Which is our unique value proposition for SMEs? We want to provide grants of up to 60,000 euros for 60 SMEs. And also, we will launch 6 top C-car examples through awards, where we will fund them with up to 50,000 euros for the winners in each one of the 3 editions. There will be 3 editions. The first one will be launched after summer this year. And this is not only funding, also acceleration services like coaching, technical on business, corporate, and funding, also technical support and lab hours, networking visibility, providing access, for example, to attend to events like 4 years from now, and other relevant global events in the world related to connected car. And also services like perks from Amazon, Bain-T, Marketo, SendGrid, and more to come. And we have also an unique value proposition for large corporations, cluster organizations, and regions and digital innovation hubs. Why? Because we will create a community where all of them will be together. The first open call will be launched after summer 2017, so stay tuned to our already set up IC-Car community. You have the link. You can ask us about this community in the info point of 4 years from now. This has been recently launched, and so we invite you to join and discover more about this community. So thanks to all. You have also there the links, also my email and contact details. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, David. Thank you everyone for coming. Now don't go anywhere because in 30 minutes we have the Before Motion session where we will anticipate future mobility trends and learn more about how the future mobility ecosystem can look like. And at 12, an hour from now, here we will have the SEAT Startup Accelerator demo day. So we will have a demo day here at 12. So 11:25, 11:30, we have the Before Motion session, and at 12 we have a demo day. Thanks everyone for coming.